Welcome to Breakthrough Mode, the podcast where we intentionally get into the driver's seat of our lives, shift out of monotony and mediocrity, and step on the gas towards becoming the person we were always meant to become. Hello and welcome to Monday Morning with Megan on the Breakthrough Mode podcast. This is episode 301. I am your host, Megan Bauer. Thank you so much for joining me and pushing play on today's episode. Last week, we celebrated the 300th episode with Start Week. And of course, I can't leave you hanging with Start Week without a week to talk about continuing and momentum. So of course, this is Continue Week because likely, even if you started first thing Monday, right after listening to my episode, you might not have momentum yet. Momentum is something that you build up, that you get to enjoy once you put in enough consistency. So of course, we have to continue because I'm not going to say that the start is worthless without continuing. I don't want to say it that way. But I will say that you can't get to 300 without continuing. You have to not just do episode 1, but do episode 2, 7, 33, 54, 199, all the way to 299. You can't skip any of them in order to get to 300. So you must continue. And at some point along your continued journey, you will be blessed with momentum. You will have the energy of momentum to propel you forward. But you don't get that without putting in your own work first. The truth is that most people quit too soon because growth is slow and often invisible. If you think about planting a seed, they don't sprout immediately. You don't put the seed in the ground and then the sprout appears. It takes days or weeks, depending on what it is you're growing, or if it's a bulb that you plant in October, you don't even know if it survived the winter until spring. That's the kind of progress that some things have where it's slow and invisible. You don't know if it's working. You don't know if you're actually making progress. You just have to trust that progress is being made. And that's the tricky thing, the trusting that you putting in the work is adding up somewhere, even if you can't see it. The other principle that I want to give to you is practice makes better. The truth is that if you're starting something new, if you're trying something new, if it's a skill or if it's a habit or whatever it is, you might suck at it at first. That might just be how you start. And if you suck at it now, you can be better at it later. You just have to practice it. You just have to put in the repetition. Practice makes better. We never say practice makes perfect at my house because I don't ever want the girls to expect perfection. Because if you expect perfection, you're going to be looking for that every step of the way. And then it's going to feel like, man, I haven't gotten to perfect yet. It's still not perfect. And you're going to feel like you're never getting there because you aren't. However, when you expect to get better, when you expect for practice to make progress and practice to make better, you can notice and see the improvements all along the way. And that will make you feel like it's getting somewhere, that it's adding up, that you are getting better, and that it's all worth your time. The next principle that I want to give to you is that the middle is often messy. It's often boring. It's often monotonous. And it's required. The middle is required. So often in the middle, we get distracted or we get discouraged or we just straight up get bored and we do something else. We change our focus. We change our attention because the middle gets so like a trudge. Like we're just trudging through it. You know, there are so many episodes in between 1 and 50 or 100 or 200 or 300. Those ones felt like the milestone ones. When I hit episode 50, I was like, holy crap, this is insane. And when I hit episode 100, I was like, This is nuts. I did it. 2 years in and I hit 100 episodes. And then when I hit 200, and of course, when I hit 300, however, there were all of the not shiny episodes in between, right? The episode 132 doesn't sound very exciting, but it plays a piece, it plays a part, it plays a role. And maybe someday when I'm so much farther down the road, it'll be like, yeah, episode 300 was so small, and now I'm at whatever I'm at. And that will feel so much bigger, but each piece plays a role. And the middle, that's messy or that's boring or that's monotonous, is part of the journey. So if you think of it like a road trip, if you're going to go from LA to New York, there are going to be some fun things in between. There are going to be some exciting little milestones. But when you're driving through Kansas, boy, howdy, I don't know what's there, but not a whole lot. It's going to feel like, why did we do this? Why did we start this journey? Why did we think this was a good idea? And you still have to keep going. You have to get through Kansas to get all the way to go wherever you want to be. You have to get through the middle part. You have to get through the messy part, the boring part, the monotonous part of whatever it is. You have to continue. Not every step will be fun. Not every step will be exciting, but every step does move you forward. I have another quote for you today that is one that you can apply on so many different levels. This quote is by Martin Luther King Jr., and of course, he is talking about working towards furthering equal rights, which was an incredible mission and goal, and one that we don't want to let up the gas on, no matter what period of history we are in, no matter the victories that we've had. I know there's still work to be done there. And I want you to see this quote for the core principle and value that it has, even as it applies to your own life. He said, if you can't fly, run. If you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, crawl. But by all means, keep moving. Keep moving. No matter how small the step, it is progress. It is taking you towards where you want to go. It is bringing you closer. And this is one of the reasons why I teach like baseline habits. What is the bare minimum? Decide on what the minimum is and hit that minimum every single day, no matter what, so that you keep moving forward. Thank you for joining me today. I totally love you. Bye for now.